A column of tanks rumbles across the desert, steel giants armored to the teeth, symbols of unstoppable firepower. For nearly a century, the tank has been the king of the battlefield. But today, something invisible stalks above them. High in the sky, a drone circles silently. No pilot, no cockpit, just a camera, sensors, and a payload waiting to strike. What happens next will reveal a brutal truth. The battlefield is no longer ruled by armor alone. From World War II's thunderous Panzer divisions to the Abrams crushing Iraqi forces in the Gulf War, tanks once defined victory. Whoever had the most armor usually had the advantage. But then, drones arrived. What began as unarmed scouts quickly became precision killers. From quadcopters dropping grenades to loitering kamikaze drones hunting armor across miles, they've rewritten the rules of combat. The question is no longer, are drones useful? But can tanks survive them? The strength of steel. Why tanks still matter. For all the hype around drones, tanks remain terrifying weapons of war. Take the American M1 Abrams. Over 70 tons of composite armor, a 120mm smoothbore cannon, and advanced targeting that can destroy enemies at 2 miles away. Or the German Leopard 2, considered one of the most balanced tanks ever built. Then there's Russia's T-90, lighter, cheaper, but deadly with reactive armor and missile systems. Tanks aren't just firepower, they're psychological dominance. The sight of armored columns rolling through city streets is enough to break enemy morale. They can smash through defenses, hold territory, and survive artillery that would obliterate infantry. And they've adapted before. The same debates happened when aircraft and anti-tank weapons were first introduced. Each time, tanks evolved with thicker armor, better mobility, and defensive systems. So, are drones really different, or just the latest threat in a long line of challengers? The swarm in the sky. How drones hunt armor. Here's where the balance of power starts to shift. In the 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh War, Armenian tanks dug in along fortified lines. They never saw the threat coming. Azerbaijani drones, armed with precision-guided munitions, picked them off one by one. In weeks, decades of armored investment were reduced to smoking wrecks. Ukraine has taken this further. Cheap quadcopters, sometimes costing less than $1,000, now drop grenades directly into tank hatches. A $20 drone destroying a multi-million-dollar machine, its warfare economics turned upside down. Then come loitering munitions like the Israeli Harop or the Iranian Shahed 136. These drones circle for hours waiting for the perfect shot. Once locked, they dive like robotic kamikazes, detonating on impact. And perhaps the most frightening tactic of all, the swarm. Dozens, even hundreds of drones attacking at once, overwhelming defenses. For the first time in history, tanks face a predator that is cheaper, more flexible, and nearly impossible to stop if used en masse. Head-to-head, the simulation. Let's put this into a direct showdown. Scenario A, tank column without drone protection. A convoy of 10 tanks pushes across open ground. Overhead, a swarm of 50 quadcopters and 10 loitering drones descends. Within minutes, 4 tanks are destroyed, 3 are disabled, and the survivors scatter. Cost to the attackers? Less than a single missile. Scenario B, tank column with full anti-drone defenses. Now, let's add mobile air defense units, electronic jammers, and active protection systems. The swarm closes in, but radar detects incoming drones. Jammers disrupt their signals, autocannons tear through the skies, and only a handful make it through. Tanks push forward, bruised, but not broken. The outcome? With no support, tanks are easy prey. But with layered defenses, they remain lethal. The key isn't just tanks versus drones, it's combined arms warfare. The future of warfare. Hybrid battlefields. So where do we go from here? Militaries worldwide are racing to adapt. Russia has fielded drone-hunting tanks equipped with jammers. The U.S. Army is testing laser defenses that can fry drones mid-air. Israel has developed the Trophy active protection system, already proven to stop missiles, and now being upgraded to counter drones. But drones are evolving too. AI-driven swarms, stealth drones, and even drones that can launch other drones are on the horizon. The future may not be tanks versus drones, but tanks with drones. Imagine armored columns advancing, shielded by their own drone swarms, hunting enemies before they even see them. Extinction isn't the answer. Evolution is. So, who wins? The tank may no longer be the unquestioned king of the battlefield, but it isn't dead either. Against unprepared forces, drones devastate. Against well-defended modern armies, tanks can still punch through with unstoppable force. The real answer? Neither side wins alone. The future belongs to whichever military masters the synergy between steel and sky. But here's the question for you. Do you think drones will one day replace tanks entirely? Or will tanks evolve to stay relevant in the drone age? Drop your answer in the comments, because this debate is just getting started. And if you want to see how the US is preparing its own drone swarms, check out our next video right here.